Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome once again to Let's Play TEW. My name is Paul Laporte and we are at our next big live show, 2CW Living on the Edge, which is of course a shout out to the largest show of the year that 2CW used to hold. I have no idea why I'm wearing headphones. I'm going to take these off. Okay. So this show is going to be on a Monday night, and we're going to be handling, there's going to be a lot of different things going on, and this is going to kind of be the end of the first chapter of 2CW, if you will. This is, after the show, we're going to be potentially either ending some feuds or having big turning points in them. We may be looking to release some people and bring in some new people after this one. As a matter of fact, that's definitely going to happen. So this is kind of a big show, and this is kind of a pivotal point for Squared Circle Wrestling. As you can see, the show is 120 minutes. It's 2 hours long. And I discovered a couple interesting things. The first thing being, just for an example, I had no idea this existed, but we have all of these matches over here on the left, but if you remove the filter, you get way more matches, where you can actually base the matches based off of the actual skills of individual wrestlers, or the wrestlers that you have in the match. So I've taken advantage of that more in this booking of this card, and hopefully that will have an effect on how well the matches go over. I have Prakash Sabar versus Dick Justice, which is going to be a comedy match. I have Cherry Bomb versus Leo Rush versus Bobby Ocean. I have AR Fox cutting a promo on Pepper Parks. I was going to have these two in a match, but TEW complained that I've been booking them against each other a lot, so I figured that I could take this event off, and we'll just kind of keep their feud going. Matt Cross and Shinron are going to take each other on, continuing their Best of 7 series. That one I booked as a high-flying match. We also have Roderick Strong versus Dalton Castle, which is just to put on a good match. Los Guerreros del Cielo is going to take on the Electric Dream Machine. We are going to put the belt on Los Guerreros del Cielo, and start a feud between those two, because EDM is actually getting some momentum themselves. So we're going to have LGC win clean, but they are going to cheap shot the Electric Dream Machine after a handshake at the end of that match. We're also going to have Heidi Lovelace and Eddie Edwards, probably going to put that feud to a close. I'm going to have Eddie Edwards go over there just to, because we kind of want to keep Eddie Edwards here, and he's just going to be super bitchy about losing to Heidi Lovelace. As our kind of cooldown match, we have To Infinity and Beyond taking on Punisher Vance Lake and Kevin Graham. To Infinity and Beyond are going to win that one. And then Ricochet is going to take on Jessica Havoc for the 2CW Championships, and I'm going to take the risk here, and Jessica Havoc is going to win. She is going to beat Ricochet and become the new 2CW champion, which Ricochet is extremely unhappy with, but we are in all likelihood going to be done with Ricochet after this event, not because he's obviously not a good worker. It's just the fact that his commitments to other companies are so big that we fall so low on his list that we can almost never have him. So we're going to say goodbye to Ricochet. Jessica Havoc, we're going to put our belt on. Maybe people love it, maybe people will hate it. Her momentum is pretty high, though, so I'm hoping that people accept it. If not, you know, maybe she'll be a transitional champion, but I would like to have 2CW have its first ever women's champion, and then she's going to heal it up in her celebration. So that's what we have lined up here for Squared Circle Wrestling. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run this show. Sorry about that, had to step away from the mic there. Okay, so we started everything off. There's no intro that's showing up for this for some reason, but this is just the me warming up the crowd introduction, which did a good job. Yay, go me, I'm good on the mic. Prakash Sabar taking on Dick Justice. Prakash Sabar and Dick Justice are not suited to be doing comedy bouts, apparently. So this did not go well at all. A good crowd, though. 497 people, which is actually perfect because we've been booking arenas that have been 500 people big, so we came about as close to selling out as we can without losing any revenue from people being turned away at the door. So that's good, and we're getting bigger and bigger crowds now. But I guess the ratings for these two in terms of comedy aren't as high, so that did not go well. Sometimes TEW is confusing like that. It's like, I mean, both of these guys are comedy wrestlers, at least, especially Dick Justice, Prakash Sabar, not quite as much, but still, you thought that that would have been the best way to go with these guys. I guess not. Cherry Bomb, Leo Rush, and Bobby Ocean. I had Cherry Bomb get over in this one. Both Leo Rush and Bobby Ocean were off their game tonight, but not a terrible match. This one's okay. 27, I'll take that for a mid-card match. That's fine, I think. AR Fox cuts a promo on Pepper Parks. That gets a rating of 22. Respectable, not bad. Matt Cross and Shinron continuing their series, rating of 22. Not a great match here, but they have pretty good chemistry, so that's good, and we are advancing the feud, so hopefully this will just continue to get better and better as time goes by. Roderick Strong and Dalton Castle, good match. Not surprised at all by that, so I'm glad about that one. Roderick Strong has gotten over in a big way very quickly once we signed him, which, again, I guess shouldn't be a surprise, but certain people have even done as well who may even be seen as better than he is, but nonetheless, Roderick Strong doing really well for us right now. Dalton Castle putting on a good match as well. No particular notes about this match other than it lifted up the crowd. Electric Dream Machine, Los Guerreros del Cielo. This is all done. Rating 34, not bad. Not a bad rating, especially because Electric Dream Machine are not quite in terms of reputation and in terms of skill on the level of Angelico and Jack Evans, but still seem to put on an entertaining match here. Match lifted up the crowd. Both Angelico and Mackenzie were off their game tonight, but we are advancing the storyline here, rating of 34. And then we had these guys, Cheap Shot, Steve Mackenzie and Guerrero Loco. That did not go very well at all, but no comments to be made from the segment. I'm just trying to advance the storylines between these two, although it didn't, no note about it actually advancing the story, so that's maybe a little concerning. All right, Heidi Lellison, Eddie Edwards. I can't handle the turns. I got to turn Eddie heel, but for some reason it won't let me do it. I'm going to have to just find a specific segment to have him do that. Eddie Edwards was off his game tonight. They have good chemistry still. So this match was okay. I'm probably still going to end the feud here, just so we can move Eddie Edwards onto something else where he's not going to be a baby about winning or losing. Same thing with Heidi Lovelace. We can move her into something better, which again sucks because they have good chemistry together. So, To Infinity and Beyond, taking on Punishment Lake and Kevin Graham. Not a bad match. Again, this match was just kind of a cool down match between the main event and between the the split the two title matches up, so this wasn't too bad here. And this was a good match. Wow, good rating here. Glad that this went over well. Good crowd, some decent in reaction, and she wins the 2CW Championship. Jessica Havoc was really off her game tonight, but despite the fact that she was off her game tonight, still a 44 rating, still a great rating out of this. So, and the crowd did not seem to have any issues with it. Let's see how this next segment goes. She's healing it up with the belt. Good rating of 37. So that went well. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised with how easily the fans accepted that title change. Jessica Havoc now our 2CW World Heavyweight Champion, and continuing her momentum. We'll take a look at her momentum after the show, but this is good. She put on a couple of the best ratings in the night, so let's take a look at the show overall. Final rating of 35, not bad. I think that's one of our higher ratings especially for live shows, especially because we had a couple single-digit ratings in here, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's make a speech here. We will congratulate Jessica Havoc, our new champion. Let me see. Didn't have a good performance, but she's our champion. I'm going to give her some encouragement. We're going to say some nice things to Ricochet on the way out the door. Man, you'd be a dick if you're down here. Yeah, we'll tell him he's awesome. Who else? Who else was a standout here tonight? Who had a good match? Roderick Strong. We gotta comment on Roderick Strong here. Roderick Strong is killing it so far. Praise for a great performance. So make that speech. Ricochet is pleased. Roderick Strong is pleased. Jessica Havoc had no response at all, so not sure how she felt about her match, but hey, she's the champ. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this next turn to load up. We are going to make some roster changes. We are going to be looking to add some more talent because we do have a surplus of money coming in. We're going to look to spend some of that money, and we're going to start scheduling just our weekly television show. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to that at this point. All right, let's go shopping. Now, before we get started signing some new people, let's just take a look at the owner goals. Apparently, Bill Behrens is, like, weirdly racist because we can't sign any Japanese juniors. Not, like, regular Japanese wrestlers, just only junior, like, heavyweight Japanese wrestlers. Very strange, so... Okay, fine, we'll keep that in mind, but let's go ahead and take a look at who we want to get here. We're going to set our filters so we can... they are available to hire. They are at least... regional level in the USA. We are not going to really set any style. We're not going to set any gender. We're just going to take a look at who we got here. Who is available? All right, so we have a few different names here. Hey, we can try and get Edge. No, guess not. That's the problem. Is a lot of these guys, we're going to be too small for them. Some of the bigger names. Hey, let's get Bruno Sammartino. Wow, he's willing to listen to offers. What? Okay, never mind. No, this is a bad idea. I'm not fucking picking up Bruno Sammartino. But let's see who we have here who we might want to sign. I don't want to sign really just like TNA cast-offs and things like that. Let me actually set this filter so who is at least regional level. No, I guess we'll have to leave it at that. All right. So who do we want to get here? Let's take a look at some short list names. We have Chris Hero. We'll add him to the short list. Yes. Who else are we interested in here? Beth Phoenix is out of retirement. Is she interested? She's interested. We are shortlisting her. That is dope as fuck. All right. So. Beth Phoenix. I think we're too small for Austin Aries. Yep. Definitely too small for AJ Styles. We're going to shortlist Amazing Kong here. We're going to pretend she doesn't have the real life locker room issues she does, because I don't know if she has them in the game or not. Bobby Fish, we're shortlisting him for sure. Who else do we want to do here? Christopher Daniels, Chuck Taylor. Yeah, we'll shortlist Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor is very good, obviously. Davey Richards is too big for us. Drew Gulak is really good. We'll shortlist him. Doug Williams is still wrestling? Jesus. God, Doug Williams is super good. I'm a big Doug Williams fan. We'll shortlist him. I don't think we're going to sign him. I don't think he would want us, to want to join us, but... who do we want else we want here? Eddie Kingston. Yeah. Eddie Kingston's good, but I've never been a huge Eddie Kingston fan. Phoenix is gonna not. Wow, he's willing to listen. Okay, yeah, we're signing Phoenix for fucking sure next show. All right, we'll add him to the short list for now, though. Gail Kim, good women's wrestler. We're gonna sign, or we're gonna shortlist her at least. Who else here? Can we get Hulk Hogan? Can we get Hulk Hogan? Nope, too small. Big surprise. Jay Lethal, we're too small for him. Which makes sense. Joey Ryan. We'll shortlist him. Joey Ryan's obviously a hot independent ticket. Johnny Gargano. We'll shortlist him. John Hennigan, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo. He's getting shortlisted. Let me see. Kenny Dykstra. I think that's who Ken Doan was, right? Kenny King. I always like Kenny King. Let's shortlist him. Will we be able to... Yeah, he'll take offers. He's expensive, but he might be worth it. Lance Hoyt, Lance Storm, Lex Luger. Victoria's kind of an interesting one. She's 45. Holy crap. Rhea Kanellis really can't get signed on her own without Matt Taven. Is that her husband or boyfriend or whatever? Is it Matt Taven or is it somebody else I'm thinking of? I'm sure you can tell me in the comments if I incorrectly identified Maria Kanellis' husband or boyfriend or whatever. Matt Sydal, we're gonna shortlist him for sure. Matt Striker. No, I dislike him too much. I was gonna say maybe we hire him as a color commentator for me, but then that means I have to call matches with Matt Striker. No, bad idea. Bad idea. Who else we got here? Oh, Nigel McGuinness. Will Nigel work with us? Oh my god, I could call with Nigel McGuinness. That's now I'm just going into fanboy territory. Do I want to pay $1,300 a show to call a computer game show with Nigel McGuinness? Oh god. We'll shortlist them anyways. Fuck it. Paul London, no. Pentagon Jr., we're gonna be too small for him. Yeah. I don't believe Phoenix will go for us, but Pentagon Jr. Well, that's weird. Rhino, yeah. Rob Cohen, no. Rob Van Dam, no. Ron Killings got fired. That's interesting. Nah. Ron Killings is not the answer. I can't sign Ryusei Taguchi. Can I get Sami Callihan back? Nope. Sorry, Sammy. Your girlfriend's the champ. Come on, man. Throw us a fucking bone here. Oh, can I get Sexy Star? I can get Sexy Star. She's going on the short list for sure. Oh, this is fun. Who else can I get here? Shawn Michaels. Nope, I don't think that's going to happen. Shelton Benjamin I might be able to get. Not bad. I'll add him to the short list. Even if I'm obviously not going to pick up all of these people right now, but these are people that it might be worth picking up. I may want to pick up down the line or something like that. Taz I might be able to. Can I get something from Taz? 1,400. Add him to the short list. I still would like another person for commentary. Ted DiBiase Jr., no. Terry Funk would be cool, but no. Trent question mark. Trevor Lee, Trish Stratus. Oh, she could be a road agent. Is she? Oh, she might be good to have as a road agent for like the women's matches. I don't know if I need 2 road agents though. Short list. Volador Jr. is good. Would he take offers? Too small. Will Ospreay. Wow, big bio on Will Ospreay here. Whoever did this mod likes Will Ospreay apparently. Will Ospreay take offers? He will. You're going on the short list, Will Ospreay, because you're dope as fuck. Yuji Nagata, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to go on that short list. Signing would break at least one of your owner goals. What owner goal would it break? Oh, he's a Japanese junior style. Oh, so it's not even like Japanese wrestlers. It's just a Japanese junior. So that's weird, I guess. I guess Phil Barons is not a fan of the juniors. That's fucking strange. Okay. All right. So let's see what we can do here. Where do I find the short list that I got? Oh, probably back at the office here. Let me see. Management, business, company, Booker's advice. No, that's just the hints. And we have a TV show to book too. Okay. Where's the goddamn short list? Roster. No. What's the ideal roster for us? That's the minimum number. Okay. Sorry, I'm just poking around here. Where's the short list? Okay, well, at this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward, find this goddamn short list. Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay, so who do we want? Okay, never mind. We're not fast forwarding. Let's play around with this here. Can we get Vanessa Craven back? No. Okay. I'll still keep her on the short list. All right. So who out of these people do we want in? For sure. Okay, we want Phoenix for certain. I don't know. I don't want to be too light heavyweight influenced. Beth Phoenix is retired. I was hoping that maybe we could get her to come out of retirement. Can we? Never involve in-ring work. Oh, well. All right. Well, we'll remove her. So for sure, like I said, we want... Oh, did I remove... Who else did I... Oh, I removed... God damn it, I removed Phoenix, too. Go back and get him. Nice thing here is also if you just type in F-E-N... Oops. F-E-N-I. There we go. Short list. Okay. Back to the short list here. Alright, so we want Phoenix for sure. Chris Hero would be a good addition. Chris Hero and Bobby Fish both, because I don't want to have a completely, like, lightweight roster here. We want Sexy Star for sure. We want Will Ospreay too, I think. Johnny Gargano. And Gail Kim, and I think we'll keep it there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that we're looking to sign. So let's start negotiations. Gail, oh god, she's expensive. Let's see here. God, she's good. She is good. Wow, she's 39 years old. Wow. That's a lot of money. Fuck it, let's make the offer. We have, like, even if all these guys work out to be like 2,000 in appearance, that's still, you know, like, if assuming that we use them, you know, once a month or whatever, 16 grand a month. I mean, we do have the weekly show, but they're not all. Let's make it. Let's make it. Women are actually doing pretty well here in 2CW, so we're making the deal. All right. Bobby Fish. Let's negotiate with the Bobby Fish. 7:30 appearance. Let's make your offer. Chris Hero. 9:40. We're going to make an offer. Phoenix. 780. Great price on him. Make the offer. Johnny Gargano. We're going to make the offer. 800 per appearance. Okay. Sexy Star, negotiate. $8.80 per appearance. Yep, make the offer for sure. Will Ospreay, negotiate. $6.30 per appearance. That's good. Bringing in another color guy, I don't think is necessary right now. As much as I would like to call with Nigel McGuinness or Taz, I don't think that they're worth that much extra money that can be used somewhere else. So we're going to close this up. Now, Crossfire's in 3 days. I doubt that any of the people we just offered contracts to, we're going to cinch them within that time. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the next booking of Crossfire. We will take a look at our storylines, see what we're advancing, see what we're closing out, and then kind of start the next chapter in 2CW's road back to prominence. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and some good news. With the exception of Gail Kim, we managed to sign every other wrestler that we had contract offers out to before the booking of Crossfire. So we are working as many of them into the show as we can. We're going to go ahead and start off with some self-promotion by the new champ. We're going to have a squash match with Roderick Strong and Shinron. Roderick Strong is proven to be a pain in the ass in that he doesn't want to job to anybody. Same way in Eddie Edwards, and they will only job to each other, but we're turning Eddie Edwards heel, and they're both going to be heel. So we may need to look to sign a face on the level of these two guys, so they'll fucking lose to somebody. We're also going to have Bill Barron's intro, Will Ospreay, and then that is going to lead to Chris Hero's debut as well. Chris Hero is going to challenge Will Ospreay to a match, with the storyline implications being that Chris Hero is upset that Will Ospreay gets this big welcome and he did not. And that's going to start a program between those two. We're also going to have a heated confrontation backstage between Heidi Lovelace and Sexy Star, which is going to start off their program. We're going to have just a filler tag match with Lio Rush and Phoenix versus To Infinity and Beyond. Maybe there's a tag team there, Lio Rush and Phoenix. We'll see. We're going to have Sexy Star versus Heidi Lovelace. We're actually going to have a match between those two. This is hopefully where we're going to get the Eddie Edwards heel turn. And then we're going to have Chris Hero versus Will Ospreay as our main event, with Chris Hero knocking out Will Ospreay, setting up their feud. And then Chris Hero is going to celebrate the match and go overboard. So that is what we have here. Let's go ahead and get things started. Jessica Havoc hyping herself up. The champ is here, and she's doing pretty well. This is a good segment left to the crowd. Good rating of 37. Jessica Havoc so far proven to be a good 2CW champion. Roderick Strong and Shinron. Roderick Strong killing Shinron. Quality gave this match a boost for the announcing. The performance of Roderick Strong stood out as being good, and the match left the crowd. So, wow, this was just a 2-minute match, and it got a huge rating, comparatively. So, that's awesome. Really happy about that. The Baron's intro with Will Ospreay didn't go over so well. Again, it's new guys being debuted, but hopefully that'll lead to better things. Heidi Lovelace and Sexy Star, their confrontation, advanced their storyline. Not a big rating for this, but it was kind of a minor segment. Lio Rush and Phoenix versus To Infinity and Beyond. Lio Rush seemed off his game tonight. Phoenix debuted his debut. Still not a bad match, considering this is just kind of a thrown together one here. Sexy Star versus Heidi Lovelace. Decent rating here, rating of 33. Of course, this advanced their feud, so these two work together fairly well. No particular comments on their chemistry, but Sexy Star, who in 2CW is going to be a heel because that's what she traditionally is in AAA. She actually works better as a heel than she does as a babyface, according to TEW. So that's what we're going to use her as against the babyface Heidi Lovelace. Decent rating for those two, so let's hope we can continue and build on that momentum. Here we go. Here's our turn. So we're going to complete the turn. God, he does better as a face. I mean, fuck it. We gotta kind of go with it at this point. The turn went badly. Ugh, that's unfortunate, but whatever. We gotta bite the bullet. We had the thing with him and Heidi Lovelace, so it would be stupid to try and pretend that he's not a heel when he was cheating against her and did all these other things. So Chris Hero and Will Ospreay, not a bad match. Not bad for our debut between these two. The match lifted the crowd. Uh, Initial rating of 88. Storylines advanced, so not bad. And then Chris Hero celebrating the ring got a big way to end this. So hopefully that's going to give some momentum to that feud there. This was a good night of television. Another 35, which if we're going to continue to be in mid-30s range right now for 2CW, I'm pretty happy with that. So this was a pretty good night overall. So I'm happy about this. Our new signings, I think, are going to do a lot to lift up the company. So this is all very good stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to book, I think, one more TV show that will bring us to the end of the month, and then we'll take a look at where we are at the end of the month in terms of money and everything like that, and then we'll call it a show. So while this runs through its turn for all of the other promotions, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it, get the next show booked out, we'll run through that, and then we'll bring this episode to a close. Okay, we're back for our final TV taping of this episode. And lots of it's actually a pretty balanced show in terms of men and women on the show. We have an interview with Gail Kim to start things off. That's going to kind of let me gauge how over she is to figure out where I want to put her. I don't know if I want to... She's expensive. She's one of the priciest members of the roster we got. I don't know if I want to throw her right into the main event scene with Jessica Havoc or have some other high-level feud with her, but I'm going to try and get my money out of her. I want to see how the fans take to her to start off with. LGC taking on Isis Effects and Dick Justice, just as showcase for the tag champs. We're going to have Johnny Gargano and Chris Hero, which Chris Hero is going to lose to Johnny Gargano, with Will Ospreay causing the distraction, which leads to those two brawling to the back. We're also going to have Mark Briscoe, who I recently signed as the kryptonite to Roderick Strong, basically, and to Eddie Edwards, the guy that they will lose to. So now we have a heel on their level. Roderick Strong is going to get a cheap win here, and then Mark Briscoe is going to attack him after the match, so that's going to kickstart a feud between those two. We have Sexy Star versus Shinron, which is just going to be kind of a showcase match for Sexy Star. And then we have our main event, Jessica Havoc versus Matt Cross for the 2CW title. Jessica Havoc going to get the win here, just going to hope that they put on a good match. So that's what we have for this TV taping. Let's go ahead and get things started. Okay, so we start things off. Gail Kim starts off hot. Good segment here. So we're gonna have. Oh, we actually sold out the 500-seat arena. So we are drawing more and more people. This is good news. This is very good news. Now we're gonna have to see if we need to move to some bigger venues. But yeah, Gail Kim, good debut for her, at least in that segment. So we'll have to check her momentum and then figure out where we want to put her in terms of a feud. LGC and Isis Effects and Dick Justice. Dick Justice was off his game tonight. 27 rating, not expecting a ton from this match. Was just kind of a filler match, again, to showcase the tag champs. Johnny Gargano and Chris Hero. This was a good match. Advancing the Hero Ospreay storyline. Everything went well. Again, I'm at the point where I am starting to get some better quality guys, so hopefully just the ratings are just going to continue to climb up. So this is a good indicator and a good debut for Johnny Gargano. The segment between Chris Hero and Will Ospreay afterwards, not much to say about that, just a 23 rating overall, just kind of furthering their feud. Mark Briscoe and Roderick Strong, good match, real good match here, so this is going to definitely be the feud between these two, so I'm glad that worked out. I don't think I actually set the feud as of yet, so I need to set that, and then we're going to work these two in a feud with each other. And I think it's going to go real well because Roderick Strong's been a star, and Mark Briscoe, I think it's going to be someone who's going to hang at his level. So this is a good indicator of that these guys will be good to feud together. And then Mark Briscoe attacks Roderick Strong afterwards. Another strong rating from this, so we are rolling right along. 28 rating, Sexy Star versus Shinron. Short match. Oops, popped up back here. Let me close that. 28 rating, not bad, but just wanted to get kind of a showcase for Sexy here. And then average match here, not bad. A 32 rating, pretty decent. Jessica Havoc defeating Matt Cross, so that ends the show. Final rating a 25, really? Crowd wasn't happy as they expect. Oh, so they're punishing me for not having enough angles and whatnot, which is annoying as hell. Because I mean, the lowest rated segment was a 23 here, and we got a final rating of 25. Like, I guess you guys don't want wrestling, so we'll have to keep that in mind for future episodes going forward again. But still, I thought we were going to have enough. We had like 3 or 4 different segments here out of 8. I think it says it expects like 60% to be angles, so I guess we're going to do anything with like 8 segments. We're going to have like 5 of them be angles, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Well, let's see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches, so I guess we're going to need to do no more than 5 matches, or no more than 4 matches on an hour taping, and then do angles for the rest of it. That's what we're going to need to do. I think that's going to be like a hard and fast rule we're going to have to stick to. 4 matches is the maximum. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and wait for this to process, to take the time it's going to take, and then we will fast forward to the beginning of the month so we can take a look at our finances from last month, and then we will take a look at the overall momentum, everybody. Like how I kind of like to end each episode, we're going to take a look at the overall momentum of everyone on the roster, and then take a look at our finances. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to that right now. Okay, so we're back with kind of our wrap-up, our summary here. So for our performance in April, $24,595 of profit. Let's go ahead and break down the sheet here. So our ticket sales are continuing to grow. That's just awesome. Our sponsor money is going up. Merchandising went down a little bit, but not bad. Miscellaneous incomes, I guess, are going up. I don't know what that means. And then our expenditures, consider we spent a lot of money on workers here. We spent almost double we did in March, and we only made $15,000 less. I mean, we're rolling right along here. Show costs were more expensive. Merchandising was a little bit cheaper, so we didn't sell quite as much merch. Production, the same thing. Dojos. Do we have a dojo? Do we have a school? I'll have to look into that. Nonetheless, still a really good, really profitable month. I imagine that next month that will go down somewhat, but I don't think we're going to be like in the red. So this is good that we have a lot of room still to work with, despite the fact that we picked up a bunch of people and have already given them 2 weeks worth of pay. So really, really good performance, and we're continuing to sell more and more tickets. So we are actually picking up momentum. It's funny because the prestige and the momentum aren't really growing much, but we are continuing to get to bigger crowds and starting to make more and more money. Let's go ahead and take a look at the roster just to see where we stand here with them. What's the best way to look at it here? Let's like, for the sake of whatever, just so we can get like the momentum in this nice big number here. All right, so Angelico, I think we need to do a little bit more work with the tag champs. Our momentum's kind of dropping, so I think we need to, next couple episodes, focus on the feud between them and the Electric Dream Machine. So just to kind of keep that in mind. Also, we need to continue with AR Fox and Pepper Parks. AR Fox's momentum's going down a little bit, 37. Ben Hameen still works for us, apparently. Bobby Fish still hasn't debuted yet, so we're going to need to debut him on the next show. Bobby Ocean, we need to do some more work with. Cheech is at 24. That's the thing, is we are starting to get to the point where we are not using people. So, I mean, we may need to look and potentially cut some more people here, as much as I don't want to, and as much as I kind of want to have like 3 or 4 tag teams. I don't think Cheech is going to be one of the guys I cut, but it's getting to the point where we're starting to just not have room for people, so we may need to just not be wimpy about this and just cut some people so we can save ourselves some money and put it towards prospects we're going to use. Cherry Bomb 42, Chris Hero starting off with a bang, 66 momentum, Colin Delaney 28, Dalton Castle 29, Dick Justice at a 15, Eddie Edwards at a 40. He lost some momentum from his heel turn. I don't know what we're doing with Eddie. We might drop Eddie, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, because he's just not happy here, and even though he did the heel turn, I don't know, so I gotta decide what I want to do. Maybe I'll put him in a program with Phoenix, although he's not gonna want to lose to him, so I don't fucking know. Phoenix debuting with a momentum of 28. We need to get him some more showcase matches so he can look good and impressive like we know he can. Gil Kim starts off with a 72 momentum. Holy shit. I think, God, yeah, if she's not feuding for the title, she is gonna be in a very prominent feud one way or the other. I wonder how Eddie Edwards would feel feuding with her because she's a higher level. Is it maybe just he doesn't want to feud with people who aren't at his level, and it's not an issue with women? Maybe we'll try and salvage the Eddie Edwards thing by putting him in there with Gail Kim. Guerrero Loco 23, Heidi Lovelace 24 has lost some momentum, so hopefully with the Sexy Star feud we can get some momentum back for her. Isis Effects 21, Jack Evans 52, Jason Axe 12, Jay Freddy 8, oh, Jay Freddy. Jessica Havoc, our TCW champ, momentum of 70. Johnny Gargano, 66. Good start for him. Kevin Graham, 14. Leo Rush, 21. Mark Briscoe, holy shit, starts off with an 80 momentum. So we have some options just in general. Matt Cross, 38. Pepper Parks, 48. Prakash Sabar, 16. Punisher Vance like 9. Roderick Strong, 65. Sean Carr, 22. Sexy Star, 25. Shinron, 15. Steve McKenzie, 21, and Will Ospreay, 64. So we are starting to really build some momentum with some of our workers here, especially the new signings we've had. So, like I said, we may need to decide to cut certain people and keep certain people around, because it's really starting to get to be sink or swim here at 2CW. Maybe that's going to be the title of this this episode, is Sink or Swim, because we are starting to really see who were the top talents and who, even though they were local guys, again, like I said before, our goal is to make 2CW as good as it can. We may need to look to drop some of those local talents because we are just wanting to push momentum upward, and we're making a lot of money. It'd be a different thing if we were struggling and we couldn't pay better wrestlers, but we are really making a good amount of money, and I think we're going to need to just plow through and really try and boost ourselves to that next level. And I think that means that some of those local guys are going to get left behind. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Let's Play TEW. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out our new website, changingtheqs.com. That's changingtheqs.com. Also, be sure to check out all of our shows that we have scheduled throughout the week. On Mondays, we have Time Warp. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have Changing the Questions. Wednesdays, we have Booking About a Wrestler. And, of course, on Friday, this show, Let's Play TEW. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Changing the Qs, same as our website at Changing the QS. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Go to just search for Changing the Questions on Facebook. If you want to send us a good old-fashioned email, you can do so at changingthequestions@gmail.com. And that's going to do it. Let me know if there's any other people you want me to sign, anything you want me to do, any other tips. I got a lot of tips from people early on that really helped me out a bunch. So leave your feedback on this in all of our videos. We love listening to our feedback. We love responding to the feedback. We love hearing from you guys. So again, like, subscribe, comment. Tell your friends, tell your dad, just tell everybody about Changing the Questions, because we're having a ball doing this stuff. We are really enjoying everything we do here, and we want to do more and more of it, and we want more and more people to see it. So seriously, just tell everyone you know about us. And I am done pandering. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.